We're working here.
Do you want to do a shotgun firewall? There, maybe.
Yeah, sure. You want to play a shotgun?
It's a firewall. So bye-bye.
I love this one. Oh. Okay, tell me when I come in.
Good morning. I am Lisa Bird, advisor with the Engineering Advising Office. In preparation for today's College of Engineering 2012 commencement ceremonies, I would like to ask the audience and graduates to please take their seats. Thank you. Welcome to Thompson Bowling Arena and today's commencement exercises. I need your attention for a few brief announcements. In order to comply with the fire code of the state of Tennessee, I must advise you of emergency evacuation procedures. Exits from the concourse level are located at intervals all around the building. Emergency exits from the arena floor are located at each corner. In the event of an emergency, please move rapidly to the nearest exit, away from the facility, and in an orderly manner. No smoking is allowed in the seating area of the arena or in the restroom areas. We ask that you please not come to the main floor to take pictures during the ceremony. Thank you for your attention and your cooperation. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand for our academic procession led by Dr. Wayne T. Davis, Dean of Engineering.
Please be seated. I'm Masood Parang, Associate Dean for Academic and Student Affairs for the University of Tennessee College of Engineering. On behalf of the college, I would like to welcome you to the 2012 College of Engineering Spring Commencement Ceremony. We'd like to begin today's ceremonies with the presentation of our national colors and the singing of our national anthem. Today's color guard is presented by the University of Tennessee Air Force ROTC. Would you please, once again, stand with men removing their hats, please, for the presentation of the colors, and join Ryland Pope, our soloist from the University of Tennessee Knoxville School of Music, in singing the Star Spangled Banner. Please remain standing for the retiring of the flags. Please be seated. Our thanks to Mr. Pope and the UT Air Force ROTC for their assistance with our opening ceremonies. Once again, we welcome you to our commencement ceremony. We're delighted that you could join us this morning to honor the accomplishments of these very special students, the best graduating class yet. We will be applauding quite a bit this morning, so let's warm up by giving our graduates a round of applause. That was a nice warm-up. It's my honor to introduce a member of our stage party for today's ceremony, Dr. Tom Mason, our commencement speaker. Dean Davis will give you more information about Dr. Mason later in the program. Dr. Susan Martin, Provost and Senior Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs. Dr. Wayne Davis, Dean of Engineering. Dr. William Dunn, Associate Dean for Research and Technology, College of Engineering. Lieutenant Colonel Brian Delimiter, Professor of Aerospace Studies, United States Air Force. Our College of Engineering department has, or their representatives, Dr. Brian Edwards, Associate Head for the Chemical and Biomolecular Engineering. That's nice. Dr. Dayakar Panamadu, Head of the Civil and Environmental Engineering. Dr. Kevin Tomsovic, Head of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science. They're just bigger. Dr. Stuart Elston, representing Engineering Physics Program. Dr. Ming-Ju Jin, representing Industrial Engineering and Industrial Information Engineering Department. Dr. Kurt Sekefis, Head of Material Science and Engineering. He's just new. Dr. Bill Hamill, Head of Mechanical, Aerospace, and Biomedical Engineering. He's popular. Dr. Wesley Hines, Head of Nuclear Engineering. He's also new. And our commencement ceremony announcer, Dr. Richard Bennett, Director of the Engaged Freshman Engineering Program. Yeah. Dr. Bennett will be reading the names of our graduates as they approach the stage later in order to be recognized. I know many of you have had freshman classes with him. So let's see if he still remembers how to pronounce your name. The college would also like to express appreciation to the UT Office of Disability Services for providing our interpreter. We'd also like to thank the UT School of Music for providing our wonderful musical accompaniment here for the ceremony today. The members of our quartet are Jeff Brand, violin, Anna Bermudez, violin, Luis Diaz, viola, Emil Suleiman, cello. The faculty sponsor for the group is Dr. Miroslav Hirostov. I would also like to thank the College of Engineering staff, members and volunteers who are serving as greeters and ushers at this event. I'd like also to express our appreciation for the College of Engineering's Office of Communication. Kim Coward is the director, Mitchell Williamson and Randall Brown. College Advising Center, Margie Russell, director, Lisa Bird, Mike Taylor, and Angela Miller. I'd like to thank Elizabeth Ferguson. Thanks to Karen Lowe from the Academic and Student Affairs Office for assistance to this event. Also, I'd like to thank Bandit Lights and their CEO, UT alumnus Mike Strickland, for donating all our lighting for our commencement events. Lighting for our commencement events. Lighting is outside, actually, right now. Yeah. I want to particularly recognize Angela McCarter, also with the Academic and Student Affairs Office, for coordinating all the arrangements for this special occasion. Please join me in thanking these individuals for their help today. Well, it's now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Wayne Davis, Dean of Engineering at the University of Tennessee, Knoxville.
Thank you, Dr. Perrine, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor today to be here with you and to participate in the University of Tennessee Knoxville College of Engineering's 2012 commencement. We always think of Commencement Day as a very happy occasion, and we are celebrating the accomplishments of the young men and women who will receive their degrees today. These students represent one of the most academically accomplished groups of engineering students that have ever graced our campus. They came in as freshmen with very high ACT and high school GPAs and have stayed the course throughout the challenges of the engineering curriculum. I congratulate each of you for your achievements. I would also like to say a few words about the progress of our college and the progress that has been made during the last 5 years. While most of these young people have been pursuing their academic degrees here at UT, our enrollment in the last 5 years increased by 27% at the undergraduate level, 45% at the doctoral level, and that's compared to 14% nationwide in engineering, so nearly twice as fast as the nationwide increases, and also a 12% increase in doctoral students nationwide. So we're literally increasing at about 3 to 4 times the national rate in that area. Our engineering undergraduate students, as I indicated, have the highest high school GPA and ACT scores of any college within the University of Tennessee, Knoxville today. And for that matter, the state of Tennessee. And I think we should give them all a round of applause for that. We are the only college in the state of Tennessee that is nationally ranked by the U.S. News and World Report in those national rankings, and our college is ranked at both the undergraduate as well as at the graduate levels. Another important parameter for us is that our research expenditures in the last 5 years have increased approximately 84%. That's particularly relevant when we realize that on an annual basis that represents about $50 million that we spend in the College of Engineering in funding faculty efforts, the student efforts, the graduate students, as well as undergraduates that would be participating in our undergraduate research activities. And they're all involved in conducting state-of-the-art research for federal, state agencies, as well as corporations. We have another important event that happened this semester was we just opened in January the new MNH-Cal Electrical Engineering and Computer Science building. So some of you students were the first occupants of that brand new building. We also are in the process of constructing a new John D. Tickle Engineering building that will house the Department of Civil Engineering and Civil and Environmental Engineering, as well as the Department of Industrial and Information Engineering. That building will actually open approximately 1 year from now in the summer of 2013 and is located adjacent to Nayland Drive on the backside of the engineering campus. All of these accomplishments are due to the excellent faculty that we have, the quality of the students, the commitment of our staff, and the continued generous support of our alumni and donors, whose dedication has really helped us to make our goals a true reality. In 2013, just looking ahead 1 year, we will celebrate as a College of Engineering our 175th anniversary of the founding of the college here at UT Knoxville. Although most of you who are graduating today will not be on campus at that time, we do hope that you will come back to the campus, be a part of our celebrations for our 175th anniversary, and that you will continue your connections with the college and with the university. Congratulations again to all of our students and their parents and friends that are here today on this very special day, and we wish you the very best to go forward to the next part of your lives. You have our very best wishes for a successful future. Congratulations again. It is now my special privilege to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Tom Mason. Dr. Mason is the director of Oak Ridge National Laboratory and the president and CEO of UT Battelle LLC, the managing organization of Oak Ridge National Laboratory. Dr. Mason is a native of Dartmouth, Nova Scotia in Canada. He graduated from Dalhousie University in Halifax, Nova Scotia, with a Bachelor of Science degree in physics and completed his postgraduate study at McMaster University in Hamilton, Ontario, receiving a Doctor of Philosophy degree in experimental condensed matter physics. After completing his PhD, he has held a postdoctoral fellowship at AT&T Bell Laboratories in Murray Hill, New Jersey, and then became a senior scientist at Riso National Laboratory in Denmark. In 1993, he joined the faculty of the Department of Physics at the University of Toronto. Dr. Mason joined Oak Ridge National Laboratory in 1998 as the scientific director for the U.S. Department of Energy's Spallation Neutron Source, commonly referred to as the SNS project. In April 2001, he was named Associate Lab Director for SNS and Vice President of UT Battelle, which manages the laboratory. In 2006, he became Associate Lab Director for Neutron Sciences, and then in May of 2007, he became the Director of ORNL and President of CEO UT Battelle. Dr. Mason's research background is in the application of neutron scattering techniques to novel magnetic materials and superconductors using a variety of facilities in North America and Europe. He's co-author or author of more than 100 refereed publications. He was awarded the Alfred P. Sloan Foundation Research Fellowship in 1997, became a fellow of the American Association for the Advancement of Science in 2001, a Fellow of the American Physical Society in 2007, Fellow of the Neutron Scattering Society of America in 2010, and he received the Distinguished Alumni Award from McMaster University in 2008 and was awarded an Honorary Doctor of Laws degree from Dalhousie University in 2011. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our distinguished commencement speaker, Dr. Tom Mason.
Well, to Dean Wayne Davis, to the distinguished faculty and administrators of the College of Engineering, to the families and friends who joined us today, and most of all, to the members of the graduating class whom we are gathered here to honor, thank you for inviting me to speak at this celebration. The connection between Oak Ridge National Laboratory and the University of Tennessee was established almost 70 years ago. During the past decade, we've built that connection into a very strong partnership, and the College of Engineering plays a major role in this partnership. It's home to 7 of the 10 governor's chairs who work jointly at the university in the laboratory. I'm sure some of you have had courses taught by those faculty members. And the college has also been a key contributor to our new PhD program affiliated with the Bredesen Center for Interdisciplinary Graduate Research and Education. With support from the state of Tennessee, we've launched the Joint Institute for Advanced Materials, which will soon have a physical home at the Cherokee Farm campus. Today's graduates are part of a tremendous expansion in the college's enrollment, as you've heard. They've made it through demanding academic programs that have moved steadily upward in national rankings. And they've seen new buildings go up on the hill. And it's now my pleasure to recognize their achievement. To all of you who are receiving degrees, congratulations and best wishes as you take this step forward. Some of you are headed to new jobs, some of you are going to graduate school, and some will soon begin serving in the military. Dean Davis provided me with some information showing that half of the college graduates remain in Tennessee, while the other half are employed across the nation and around the world. I expect that some of you will leave for a while and then come back to Tennessee. But no matter where you're headed, your training as an engineer has prepared you to solve problems. So I want to speak briefly today about a couple of problems that really call for engineering solutions. One, as you might expect from the director of a U.S. Department of Energy lab, is the challenge of sustainable energy. Our global economy runs on energy. Energy alone does not create the conditions for economic growth, but it's nearly impossible to operate a factory, grow crops for sale, or move products to the marketplace without access to some form of energy. At the same time, 1/3 of the global population has no access to electricity, and 60% of the world's energy is consumed by 20% of its people. The BP Energy Outlook for 2030 projects a 40% increase in energy demand, with more than half of the increase coming from the developing world, China and India. If nothing changes, most of this demand will be met with fossil fuels. Oil, gas, and coal are finite, non-renewable resources. U.S. dependence on imported oil has decreased over the past few years, but we still rely on imports for close to half our petroleum supply. And the increase in global demand is likely to keep oil prices high. The Federal Energy Information Administration estimates that oil will cost $146 per barrel in 2010 dollars by 2035. In addition, fossil fuel combustion is a major source of air pollution and greenhouse gases. According to this same BP forecast, global CO2 emissions could increase by as much as 28% by 2030. It's abundantly clear that we need innovation to transform our energy system. And figuring out how to do this is a large and complicated problem that's tailor-made for engineers. We need ways to burn fossil fuels more efficiently and to trap their carbon emissions. We need nuclear power plants that can move us towards a closed fuel cycle. We need affordable, renewable energy systems that can be integrated into the electric grid. And we need technologies to improve the security, reliability, and efficiency of that grid. And finally, we need ways to use energy more efficiently in our homes, businesses, and transportation systems. A second problem that I want to pose is actually directly linked to the energy challenge, and that has to do with water. Access to safe water is already a major issue for large parts of the world. With population growth and changes in climate, we will see increasing stress on water resources. An article in the April 12th issue of Time magazine highlighted tensions between India and Pakistan over the Indus River. Closer to home, the state of Georgia has been trying to gain access to the Tennessee River to deal with its water scarcity issues. Regardless of how you feel about the Georgia Bulldogs, this is a serious problem. Here again, engineers will have to help find the solutions. We need ways to use water more efficiently. We need better systems for water purification, treatment, and recovery. We need to reduce the water intensity of our manufacturing and energy production systems. And we may even need to take another look at the use of nuclear power for desalination of seawater, which is something that's starting to happen in the United Arab Emirates today. Solving these problems will not be easy, but engineers are the people who figure out how to get things done. And focusing on challenging problems is a great deal more rewarding than something that is trivial or easy. I think you'll also find that it's the best possible way of using the education that you've worked so hard to complete. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's something that matters to you. If it's important to you, you'll get it done. Thank you again for giving me the opportunity to speak to you today. Please thank your family and your teachers. Thank the friends who helped you get through the tough courses. Take pride in what you've accomplished and use what you've learned to find the solutions to challenging problems. Congratulations and good luck.
On behalf of the College of Engineering, we'd like to present Dr. Mason with this plaque commemorating his participation here. And also, I want to really express my true appreciation to him and his leadership for really helping to bring both UT and Oak Ridge National Laboratory into a closer alliance and a partnership. Tom, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We need to get one photograph right here.
Thank you, Dr. Mason, for your nice remarks. At this time, I want to recognize selected members of the College of Engineering faculty who have joined us for this ceremony today. I would like to ask our professors who are here, please stand. Join me in acknowledging these outstanding faculty members. Now, ladies and gentlemen, may I direct your attention to the arena floor to present the candidates for graduation. It's my pleasure to recognize the top graduates in the College of Engineering. Please stand to be recognized and remain standing as I call your names. Carl Christian Benchen. Emabeth Parrish. Jonathan Phillips Wiegand. Please join me in recognizing our top graduates of the College of Engineering. Thank you. Congratulations on your outstanding achievements. And now I would like to introduce our University of Tennessee Knoxville Provost, Dr. Susan Martin, who will officially confer the degrees.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here today to congratulate you as you become University of Tennessee alumni. Graduates, you've learned to think critically, to communicate effectively, and to become leaders. You're well educated and ready to compete with anyone in the field of engineering. This is a momentous day in your lives, and I am proud to be here to share it with you, your friends, and your families. Degree candidates, will you please rise? Okay. By your presence today, you demonstrate that you have completed all the necessary requirements for your degrees and have been recommended for graduation by the faculty of your college. Therefore, by virtue of the authority of the state of Tennessee vested in the Board of Trustees of the University of Tennessee, and by them delegated to me, it gives me great pleasure to confer upon you the degrees for which you have been recommended. Undergraduates, you may now move your tassels from right to left. Please give them a hand. You may now be seated. Graduates, you are now part of a powerful worldwide network of more than 200,000 alumni who share pride in being a Tennessee volunteer. Remember, you are always a volunteer. Stay involved, remain active, and invest in your university. I wish you much success as you leave the university and become productive citizens and outstanding engineers. Congratulations to all of you. Let's give them another hand.
That was easy. It just took 4 years. I would now like to ask the audience to remain seated as our graduates step forward to be recognized. Dr. Richard Bennett will announce each student's name as he or she walks across the stage. Please remain silent, or at least try, as each name is announced in order for each graduate to receive their recognition. We will also like to ask you to refrain from approaching the stage, to take photos, and to hold your applause until all graduates have finished crossing the stage. Also, please keep all cell phones and pagers turned off. Thank you. Students will approach in the following order: chemical engineering.
Graduates from the Department of Chemical and Biomolecular Engineering. Adrian Allen Newbill. Aaron J. Cox. Justin Tyler Parsons. Alan Paul Long. Jeremy Scott Park. Natalie Page Edgar. Michael Robert Kinsey. Sarah Lucinda Crabtree. Daniel Collier Shedd. Michael Ian Bolzen Bright. Alex Joseph Bowman. Summer Tamara Fawaz. Ricky James Whitener. Andrew David Hicks. Robert James Lumley. Robert Lawrence Churchill. Rachel Marie Kidd. Abigail Marie Hip. Sarah Elizabeth Cruz. Brian Kenneth Yant. Jerica Spidell Hall. Cassandra Leanne Clark. Erica Lee Pesario Agahan. Tia Renee Tabers. Rebecca Jane McDonald. Daniel Logan Howe. Scott Kalon Gordon. Lifan Lee. Mohammed Musa Nuri. Jack Ryan Hay. Nicholas Joseph Ponzio. Graduates of the Department of Civil Engineering. Patrick Martin Smith. William Russell Long. Olivia LaPrairie Juno. Shauna Elizabeth Tubb. Alexander James Merritt. Alex Dylan Jacobson. Jessica Sanders. Gage Ryan Craig. Christopher John Sandstrom. Jason Anthony Moore. Clayton Jeremiah Clark. Sean Thomas Elliott. Eric William Flora. Bernard James Graves III. Michael Scott Hicks. Jordan Lee Harris. Zane Hunter Pennell. Nicholas John Fox Dirks. Bryce Franklin Walker. James Daniel Alexander. Curtis Allen Hurd. Saad Hassan Tantawi. James Daniel King. Wesley Vernon Henderson. John William Lockaby Jr. Robert Douglas Peterson. David Jonathan Ward. Michael Christopher Raup. Bradley Neal Haynes. Casey Shane Brown. Jonathan Phillips Wiegand. Samuel Bailey Robinson. Evan Thomas Robson. Department of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science. Nicole Marie Pennington. Amar Defar Akawader. Carl Christian Benchen. Matthew David Baumgartner. Taylor Lee Morris. Nathan Lee Henry Jr. Stephen Ryan Skyrick. David Grantham Crenshaw. Colin Michael Campbell. Stephen Jared Mandry. Mark Blaze DeCoates. Ronald James Cortez. Jacob Taylor Peak. Trishna Ashok Patel. Curtis Robin Taylor. Matthew Vernon Davenport. David Holland Anderson II. Thomas William Van Cleff. Morgan Levi Mitchell. Michael Patrick O'Connell. Kenson Mark Tyrion. Eric Scott Peterson. Jeremy Patton Spears. Jason Renner Mills. Quentin Brooke Lowry. Keely Wen Lusk. Christopher Claire Kibler. Nathan Edward Freeman. George David Richardson. Lucas Antonio Herrera. Morgus Lucas Helton. Benjamin James Carlson. Dustin Lee Rederer. Cameron William Riley. Douglas Clayton Lindsay. Charles Michael McCamus. Matthew Charles King. James Nicholas Eaton. Andrew Joseph Shade. Ahmed Mohammed Al-Sharif. Adria Michelle O'Neill. Michael William Peterson. Isaac Knox Samsel. Shannon Marie Eubank. Cameron Lewis Shelton. Stephen Andrew Holland. Brandon Jeffrey Johnson. Kevin Michael Dowling. Justin Joseph Hofflinger. Nicholas Drake Rutledge. Graduates of Engineering Physics Program. Kyle Michael Priest. Eric Westbrook Martin. Graduates of the Department of Industrial Engineering. Charles Aaron Curtis. John Michael Eric Galbraith. Tyler John Keist. Stephen Justin Carpenter. Aaron Austin Prince. John Tyler Knox. Robert L. Walker IV. Jasmine Leah Kelly. Jamie Marie Smotherman. Adam Keith Watkins. Colin Taylor White. Thomas James Florian. Harry Lee Allen V. Robert Hutchinson Wise. Tron Bjorn Daring. Philip Harrison Kinney. Anderson Wesley Jackson. Kelsey Storm Ramsey. Jennifer Michelle Williams. Adam Joseph Bonomo. Aaron Thomas Clements. Aaron Lydell Glover. Graduates of the Department of Material Science. Emma Beth Parrish. Trevor Aaron Toll. Christopher Charles Boland. Bailey Michelle Prim. Jesse William Worden. Laura Elizabeth Poland. Catherine Christina Strader. Joshua Charles Brown. Adam Blake Dunaway. Thomas Williams McAlexander. Benjamin Aaron Peterson. Mary Elizabeth Himaleski. Alina Ann Loudon. Carrie Alexander Kuliasha. Stephen Randolph Fly. Joseph Houston Dykus. Andrew Daniel Klarner. Jordan Alexander Kilby. Graduates of the Department of Mechanical, Aerospace, and Biomedical Engineering. Adam Dwight Moon. Adam Reed Tupis. Jake Robert Mashburn. Randall Brady Allen. Jacob Lewis Philpott. Nicholas Alexander Youst. Eric Stephen Rowe. Sean Brennan Hooker. Justin Tyler Knott. David Clinton Spencer. David Austin Eldridge. Ashley Marie Gleaves. Stephen Ray Denovshik. Honest Frank Memora. Stephen Rainey. Alex Joseph Sedell. David Patrick Brundage. Nathan Walter Keeney. Austin Lucas Chairs. James Brian Hayes, Jr. Thomas Daniel Gilmartin. Keisha Jana Adian Smith Aguzama. Nathan Ellis Dyer. Emily Ann Marin. Andrew Lawrence Milstead. Julianne Margaret Swafford. Anna Corinne Carr. Kirsten Michelle Stevenson. John Andrew Hinson. Isa Aman Sharif. Robert Matthew Wam. Victor Philip Smith. Carson Riley Barnes. Nolan James Davis. Barry Dale Sharp, Jr. Stephen James Cohen. Richard Casey Brundage. James Theodore Doris. Stephen Carswell Nelson. Chase Andrew Thompson. Andrew Charles Barton. Daniel Renee Jennett. Travis Bradley Childress. Edgar Luna. Kristen Brooke Holdway. Thomas Bruce Powell. Warren Arthur Reeder. Morgan Blair McCann. Austin William Lee. Sean Michael Shimborski. John Prentice Utley. Gary Anthony Hathaway. Ian Benjamin Flater. Matthew James Gabrielle. Fernando Menez Costa. William Raymond Henson. Douglas Maxon Manofsky. Neil David Baltooth. Lee Michael Creviston. Michael Lincoln Ewing. Thomas Richard Singleton. Keith Dennis Moore. Nikolay Vladimirovich Linick. Richard Benjamin Davis. Brian Lindsay Bennett. Tristan Taylor Crawley. Joshua Daniel Williams. Ryan Christopher Whitted. William Gregory Lastly. Brian Matthew Daniel. Paige Riley Exum. Evan Hastings Gangaware. Clinton Andrew Cobb. Christopher Shane Bird. Daniel William Gore. Damian Alexander Sutton. Justin David Lamb. Stuart Paul Goodwin. Michael Russell Cawley. Jordan Douglas Hamlin. Samuel Hunt Rawson. Andrew Lawrence Kaminsky. William Lauren Stack, Jr. Matthew Russell Brantley. Ryan Thomas Delosier. William Allen Sullivan. Jason Christopher Perry. Joseph Edward Black. Justin Lee Grunt. Stephen Mason Davis. Boyd Thomas Culver. Matthew Young Jones. Willis Anderson Greenwald. Graduates of the Department of Nuclear Engineering. Andrew Vincent Giminero. David Thomas Schell. Christopher Lynn Reese. Miles Lewis Hall IV. Brian Joseph Daniel. Nathaniel Adam Carter. Raphael Monty Byron. Carrie Samantha Valentine. Christina Marie Connors. Marcia Lynn Bartholomew. Claire Celeste Fage. Michael Patrick Shanahan. Robert Weston Eiler. Adam Gerard Caswell, Jr. Nathan Allen Capps. Christopher Ross Baxter. Jonathan Andrew Edwards. Christopher Gil On. Russell Browning Stanford. Chelsea Ann Burnham. Natalie Jane Browning. Luis Antonio Castellanos. Justin Reed Griswold. Richard Burns Cunningham III. Mark Edwin Walker. Timothy Raymond Hillard II. Darren Joseph Schaefer. Ian James Miller. Aaron Tyler Rice. Melanie Elizabeth Ward. Stephen Ryan Cottony. Micah Andrew McFarland.
Please join me in congratulating all of our graduates. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome Lieutenant Colonel Brian Delimiter, who will now commission 5 of our graduates into the United States Armed Forces.
Thank you, Dr. Parang. What a proud day. First, I'd like to thank the University of Tennessee and the College of Engineering for inviting us to do this commissioning as part of this commencement ceremony. Dr. Martin, Dr. Davis, thank you. Of course, I'd also like to congratulate all the graduates. What a tremendous achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, the 5 men making their way to the stage right now have stepped up to become military officers in the United States Air Force. In the order they arrived, they are Sean Hooker, David Spencer, who I might add is about to become a second lieutenant despite the fact that he just walked across the stage with a rocket attached to his head. Eric Rowe, Michael Peterson, and Justin Knott. Before I administer their oath of office, I want to say just a couple of words. At a time when our nation's military is engaged globally in the fight against terrorism, as well as defending our homeland, these young men have answered our nation's call to serve and lead in our armed forces. They have dedicated their talent, time, skill, and energy to not only succeeding in a challenging academic program and earning their degree, but also in developing as leaders in a very selective and rigorous training program. They have excelled in both endeavors. They will now join a military force that not only provides our nation with an umbrella of security and freedom that we routinely take for granted, but also a military that routinely goes into harm's way to provide humanitarian aid to victims of natural disasters, oppressive regimes, and other hardships around the globe daily. And they will do this willingly as volunteers. Once they finish this oath, these young men as second lieutenants are going to outrank 80% of the United States Armed Forces. With that rank comes great responsibility, as they will be given charge of our nation's most precious resource, the young men and women that are going to serve under their leadership. I want to thank the commissionees for the dedication that got them to this point, and I want to thank them in advance for the service that each of them will provide, the sacrifices they're going to endure, the separations from family, and the dangers that they will face. I would also like to congratulate them and wish them all the best on the many challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. And now, it's time to administer the oath of office. Would the officer candidates please come to attention, raise your right hands, and repeat after me. Having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter. So help me God. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the newest second lieutenants in the United States Air Force.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Delameter, and congratulations to our new Air Force officers. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand and let's all join together in singing the University of Tennessee alma mater. I know that you know the words and music perfectly well, at least as good as Rocky Top. But just in case, in the excitement of the day, you've forgotten the words, they are on page 24 of your program. So please proceed. Please be seated. As we conclude this ceremony, and on behalf of the University of Tennessee College of Engineering, I extend to you, our graduates, warmest congratulations and wish you the greatest success and happiness in your careers. Please keep in touch with the college, your departments, and the faculty members who have helped you to get to this point in your lives. Your success is truly theirs as well. Let's give us all of our graduates another round of applause. And I now like to ask you, the graduates, to show your appreciation to all the members of your family, your friends, whose support and love over these years made your achievement possible. And I mean a rousing round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, this marks the end of our College of Engineering commencement ceremony. We appreciate your attendance today. As a reminder, you may use the stage setting for photos after the ceremony, but I'm told we must vacate the arena by 1:15. We'll now clear the stage for photographs, and please feel free to mingle with the faculty and administrators after we adjourn. We request that you remain seated until the academic procession exits the stage area. And now I would like to ask the stage party and our faculty members to join me in the recessional as we conclude our commencement ceremony. Thank you very much for your attendance, and enjoy the rest of this very special day.